Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the session on government schemes. I hope you all are really good. So because this is a live session, before I want to ask you all that if everything is fine, if you can see me and if everything is audible so that we can move ahead with the session. I'll just take a minute and then we can move ahead, right? Yeah, I think everything is fine. So I'm just starting off with the session. So see the scheme that we are covering today, it is National Green Hydrogen Mission. So it has been recently approved by the cabinet. Okay, so Narendra Modi, the PM of India, they talked about National Hydrogen Mission in 2021. But in continuation to that, we have come up, the cabinet, they have approved the National Green Hydrogen Mission. So what is this scheme, this mission all about? What are the dimensions that can be asked? Everything we are going to cover. One thing that I also want to add here is that see currently all the guidelines of this scheme of this mission has not been released, but yes, this is a hot news. SEBI examination is near and this is a something related to climate change, and so of course it becomes important, and that is why we are going to study about it in detail, whatever details we have for now. But before starting, to everyone, to all the aspirants who are preparing for central regulatory bodies, we have come up with one-stop solution to all your queries. This guidebook, it consists of all the questions that an aspirant that they have in mind. And not only that, but when you want to join an organization, you would love to know, right? What would be your role? What does the organization do for the Indian economy? So everything has been mentioned in this book, starting off with whatever preparation, whatever organization you are preparing for. For example, you can look at the NABARD guidebook in front of you. So it starts with the role of NABARD in India's economy. Then after that, what you will do as a assistant manager or a manager role when you will join the organization. After that, everything, for example, what should be the minimum age criteria, what is the qualification that you need to have to appear in the examination, and the syllabus, the past year cutoff, and what not. You whatever doubt you have in mind, everything is covered in this book. So do not miss the opportunity. You can avail this guidebook free of cost from the link that is present in the description box. So now let's start with the session today and let's talk about National Green Hydrogen Mission. Okay, so for first of all, here there should be double S, and I think in all the slides this mistake will be there, so kindly ignore. I'll correct it when you will get the PDF. So we are talking about green hydrogen mission. See, we are focusing on sustainable ways of fuels, so that our earth, it does not deteriorate much or more. We have already affected it much, right? So we are focusing now on more renewable and sustainable ways. For in this line, this hydrogen mission has been come up, and see, hydrogen, it has a lot of energy. It can be, it is the, if we talk about fuel energy, so it provides with minimum output, it provides the max input, it provides the maximum output, and that is why hydrogen, it is a best source of fuel, or the one of the best source of fuel. Okay, and it is also environment friendly. So this is what the meaning of hydrogen or the role of hydrogen is. Now what this green signifies, see, green, there are different terms. I'll show you a picture. So there are many types of hydrogen names that are associated with hydrogen. It all depends from which source of energy are you extracting the hydrogen. Okay, so there are many, as you can see, but three are main, that the difference that you should know: gray hydrogen, blue hydrogen, and green hydrogen. Okay, so both in gray hydrogen and blue hydrogen, if we talk about, in both the cases the source is natural gas. So what does it mean? That we extract hydrogen from the natural gas. But what happens, because they are, first of all, they are non-renewable, they are non-renewable source of energy, right? Apart from that, pollution is also created, because see, when we extract hydrogen with the help of natural gas, carbon dioxide is also released. Okay, so in gray hydrogen, what happens, this carbon dioxide, which is has now been produced as a byproduct, it is sent directly into the atmosphere. So we can assume that it is so harmful for the environment, right? So that is what the gray hydrogen means, that you are extracting the hydrogen, but along with that, the carbon dioxide, it is being spread into the atmosphere. Second is blue hydrogen. In this also, the source is natural gas only, but what is the difference from gray hydrogen? That in that we actually capture the carbon dioxide. What basically is done in from the plant, for example, if this is the plant, in case of gray hydrogen, the carbon dioxide, it will be liberated outside. But in case of blue hydrogen, this carbon dioxide, it will be underground, it will be underground stored. okay, so that it is not directly liberated into the atmosphere and it does not harm the atmosphere to that extent. But if we are looking at still carbon dioxide produced, right, so in a one way or another, directly indirectly, it is going to affect the environment. Okay, so that is why now the third term, which is green hydrogen, what does it mean? That whatever source of hydrogen that we have taken in this case, first of all, that is renewable and also it is environment friendly. Okay, so I hope now you understand hydrogen in any way from any source that you have extracted, it contains a lot of energy, it is very efficient, but from the source that you have taken, that also matters, because byproducts are also produced and that can harm the environment. In case of green hydrogen, the hydrogen has been extracted from the renewable sources and also they are environment friendly. Now before starting this whatever understanding the dimension, here I also want to tell you how this hydrogen will be extracted, because when we will understand the key feature or rest of the things, some of you may get confused, right, that how are we going to extract the hydrogen, because there's a term electrolysis that will be defined. So basically what will happen, how we will get this green hydrogen, we'll get this from water. Okay, so how this will be done? First of all, electricity will be passed through it. See, it is kind of a technical scientific thing, so I am keeping it as simple as possible. Some of you may have read about this in science, but for the rest of all, you just need to understand that water will be taken. The formula of water is H2O. So basically what will be done, from with the help of electricity, this water, it will break down, right, and then we will get the hydrogen and this O2 that we will be getting. So basically the O2 that we will be getting, the oxygen that will be liberated into the atmosphere. Now oxygen, it is not harmful for the environment, right, so it is, we can see how sustainable it is. Then this hydrogen, it will be captured and then it will be further utilized for the various fuel purpose. Okay, so I hope this understanding is clear. Now some of you may get confused that if we are using electricity, so what's the use of then capturing hydrogen and then further utilizing it for as a fuel or electricity purpose, right? See, basically what happens, this energy that we are providing, that is quite small, and even the amount of hydrogen or the molecules, the number of hydrogen that we will get, even if they are small, but the output that they will provide, that will be quite huge, and that is why extracting the hydrogen, it is very important. Now this electricity source will be either, because we are talking about renewable sources, right, so this electricity source, it will be either wind. From wind energy this electricity will be produced, or with the help of water, because we know hydroelectricity is also there, right, and from wind also we can generate electricity. So now if you look at the resources are what, they are natural in nature, right, they are renewable in nature, and that is why this is the green hydrogen that will be produced, which will be environmental friendly. Okay, I hope all this everything is clear, and now we can easily move ahead with the scheme, and it is quite easier for us to understand. So the launcher of this scheme, see, in 2021 PM Modi, he announced that we are coming up with national hydrogen mission. Okay, so he talked about national hydrogen mission, but recently national green hydrogen mission, in continuation to that promise only, this has been approved by the cabinet. Okay, and as the guidelines have not been released yet, so in that it will be more clear that the launch year will be defined as 2021 only or 2023, because recently in January only this has been approved. So for now 2021, you can remember, if there will be any update, we will come up with the new lecture citing you the same thing. Okay, but currently it's 2021 and it will fall under the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. This is also easier to remember. Now what is the aim? So that is to facilitate demand creation, because see, we are new to this, we do not have any green hydrogen capacity or plants, right? So first of all, we have to facilitate demand generation. First there will be demand only, then only people they will be encouraged to set up these industries, to set up these plants, right? So that is why demand creation is important. So in that first phase, now it has been launched, or the guideline, when guideline will come, the aim will be to have demand creation, production, then production will also be focused on, utilization should also be there, and export of. So we are expecting, first we'll create demand in India only, and for the demand creation of green hydrogen will be there, right, then production will be done, and then utilization will also be done, and we are expecting that we will create such a large market for that we will able to export the green hydrogen also to other countries and get benefit from that. So here it's not target, it's the financial outlay. So what is the financial outlay that has been decided for this scheme? So if we talk about overall, the total is 19,714 crore. Okay, so this is some, I think it's 740. Okay, I'll get it clear. So you will find the right one in the PDF that will be provided to you. So it is what? So in that we have different sections. So this particular outlay that we are talking about, the financial outlay that is given, for that also subcategories are there. For example, for site program, for pilot projects, for research and development, and for mission component, there are different different budget allocation. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm just finding out the right data so that even you don't have any confusion. Okay, see, because it can happen that because we have to also make a lot of PPTs, that it may skip, right? So I hope you understand. So see, the correct answer is 744 19,744 crore. Okay, so I hope now that it is clear to you. And so this is the overall outlay, and if we look at the division, now let's look at the division to it. So what is there for site program? So site, it has a full form. What is the full form of it? It is strategic intervention, okay, for green hydrogen transition. What is site? Strategic intervention for green hydrogen transition. For that program, which is a part of national green hydrogen mission only, it is 17,490 crore. For pilot projects that will be launched under the mission, that will be 1,466 crore. For research and development, it should be 400 crore. And for other mission components that are there under this, for that 388 crore will be designated under the particular mission. Okay, now let's come to the target. So currently, because as guideline is not there, but there are some targets, ambitions, benefits that have been mentioned. So target by 2030, by that we have to achieve the SDG goal also, right? So for that, the development of green hydrogen production capacity of at least 5 million metric ton per annum will be under this particular program. Okay, so what is the expectation? That by 2030 we will be the capacity means the plant, it will be able to produce 5 million per ton million ton per annum of green hydrogen, and this will help to add to the renewable energy capacity that we have. Okay, so what is expected, that of the total renewable energy which will be created in India by 2030, 125 gigawatt will be by the green hydrogen. Okay, next is over rupees 8 lakh crore in total investment will be done under that. Cumulative reduction in fossil fuel imports over rupees 1 lakh crore. Okay, तो क्या मतलब हुआ इसका? The import that we are taking of fossil fuels, it is expected to be reduced by rupees 1 lakh crore. Abatement of nearly 50 MMT, that is million metric ton of annual greenhouse gases, because here we are looking at that no greenhouse gas is produced as a byproduct. It is actually oxygen that is the byproduct. So that is why the greenhouse emission, it will be stopped, and it is expected that creation of over 6 lakh jobs will be under the particular mission. What will be the benefit of it? So we are talking about creating export opportunities and all its derivatives to the outer countries. Decarbonization will be done, because here no release of carbon is there, right? So that is why decarbonization of industrial, mobility and energy sector will be there. Reduction in dependence on imported fossil fuels and feedstock. Why feedstock? Because we also study about ethanol production also, right? So along with methane, there are methane is being produced under this ethanol production or from the feedstock, and other byproducts are also there, although in lesser quantity. H2S is also produced, right? But that is also harmful for the environment. Okay, although it is more sustainable than the fossil fuels, but still it has some amount of release of these greenhouse gases, but in this case it is all free of that. Development of indigenous manufacturing capacity, so focus on that will be there. Creation of employment opportunities will also be there, and development of cutting edge technologies that we have seen. Okay, so here now let's look at the key features. Wait for a second. Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, so for the key features, if we look at under the strategic intervention for greenhouse transition program, that is the site we have already understood. So under that there will be two distinct financial incentive. Okay, what will be those? First of all, targeting domestic manufacturing of electrolyzers. Now what are these electrolyzers? I just showed you one picture at the starting of this lecture, right? There we looked at the two cathode and anodes were there, right? So this is what the electrolyzer is. So for first of all, domestic manufacturing of these electrolyzers will be done, because those are only required to split the water, right? And the production of green hydrogen will also be there. The mission will also support the pilot projects in emerging end use sectors. What are these end use sectors? So these are associated with electricity, gasoline, etc. Okay, and production pathways. Okay, so pilot projects will be in these sectors. Then region what are the green hydrogen hubs under this? Okay, so any region that is capable of supporting large scale production and or utilization of hydrogen, they will be identified and developed as green hydrogen hubs. So under the program, green hydrogen hubs will be established, and where? So they will be established in the regions that are capable of supporting large scale production, and not only the production but also utilization of hydrogen. Okay. Next, we have a public-private partnership framework for R&D, that is research and development. And what will be the name that is given? So that is SHIP, that is Strategic Hydrogen Innovation Partnership. And this R&D, it will be focused on the goals that are under the mission in a time-bound manner and sustainable, scaled up to develop global competitive technologies. Coordinated skill development program will also be undertaken under the mission, because of course skill training should be there, skill development program will be there. Okay. So that is all about the scheme. Here is the news that is of 4th Jan 2023. It says Cabinet approves National Green Hydrogen Mission. Okay, and here all whatever information was there, we have already covered in today's session. So here's a homework for you all. There are two questions. Here you can look at question 1 and question 2. You can pause the video, you can read and you can answer. And these are the toppers of the last two sessions. I could not name them before. So this is from the Saubhagya scheme. Here Neetu has said the right answer, and she has actually asked to make this scheme on National Green Hydrogen Mission. So I hope this from this session all the doubts are cleared. Then Amit asked, on the video which you have asked for making a video in this. So one is Sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana only, that is Saubhagya. I'll make a session on PM Pranam in future. And Mangesh, there's a time gap of 24 hours between the lecture and the PDF that is provided. So you can wait in 24 hours. You always get the PDF. Okay, Martian said the right answer, Utune said the right answer, Anshu said the right answer, then we have Vardhaman saying the right answer, Rishabh said the right answer with the constituency also, very good. Raipur said the right answer, and Ayush said the right answer. And this is from the last, that is FAME. So in that also we have got a lot of answers. So yes, Akriti said the right answer, Rishabh said the right answer. Inspiration World, you can always mail us to this address. They will be in better situation to address your query. Okay, Anshu said the right answer. Okay, and we have Sujit, charging station 15 from 2040. Okay, Sujit said the right answer, and Anup asked a question of which answer is already given. But yes, kilowatt hour means to the distance. Every battery has its life, right, and a range. So initially that was given 10,000, but now that range, that money that will be given, that has been increased to 50,000 per that range. Okay, then Abhishek, I think you gave the wrong answer. You can always check the answer again. And Shivani, for now it's been on hold. Whenever it will be resumed, you'll get to know. And Raipur also said the right answer of the first question. Very good. So this is all in this video. If you like the video, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such videos. And to get the PDF, do subscribe to our Telegram channel. And there is a gap of 24 hours between the video, the lecture, and the PDF that is provided. So keep that in mind. And again, if you have any doubt, any query, you can always write to us. I'll answer. And if you want me to cover any particular scheme, suggestions are always welcome. So that is all in today's session. We'll meet again with another lecture, another video, and on another important scheme from the examination point of view. Until then, all the very best for examination, and thank you. And I hope you all are preparing well for the examination. Let 2023 be your last year for all the struggles. So thank you.